What's up, everybody? Welcome back to This Old Trike. Today we're back in New York. Glamis is over. We got snow on the ground, over a foot of snow out there in the field. My machine, my 250R, is back from the dunes, and my new 350X is back from the dunes. My buddy Brad helped to facilitate that. Let me introduce you to them and show you what happened yesterday. All right. Brad Woodward's here, taking possession of his 86 350X that we got from the sale in New York. Brad has you need a hand, Brad? You got it. I'm doing a very important job of documenting this, so we're all doing our roles today. Brad has brought home my 85 250R and my newest 86 350X. He's used the ramps that I've owned since the mid-90s. I used to load 350Xs onto my 93 Dodge Dakota with those ramps. This is Matt. We met Matt at Brad's shop when Brad painted the gas tank for me for the 350X we're working on. Let's put that footage in here. All right, here we are, Brad's Auto Body. Where do I turn? I guess right here. Let's pick up a 350X gas tank. Nice little place. We're here with Brad. How'd the tank turn out, Brad?
Good.
So this thing was nowhere near this beautiful when it arrived. How many paint jobs did it have on it?
At least 3 or 4.
At least 3 or 4 rattle can paint jobs. He had another tank to do of his own, so it was perfect timing. The inside looks very respectable and worth it in every way. So we're gonna even up with him, and we got to get back on the road to deliver my 250R through the salty mess. I might have Bennett drive. I'm getting tired. Maybe not. But here at Brad's Body Shop, Falconer, New York, if you're somewhere in the southern tier and you want quality body work done, hit up Brad and Matt. Thank you very much, Brad.
Thank you.
So Brad, are you happy with your acquisition here?
Yeah, absolutely.
We've gone through it. It's got good bones. Brad does body work, so that tank will look like $1 million before long, and I'm sure it'll all look like $1 million. Absolutely. What's the name of your shop, Brad?
Brad's Auto Body.
Falconer, New York. So if you're out in Western New York, I don't know if Brad needs business or not, but we'll give him a shout out. Yeah. Matt works there too. How long you work there, Matt?
6 months.
Six months.
Yeah.
You good at it? Are you natural?
He's a natural.
How is he? Is he natural?
He's a natural.
Okay, good. Okay. All right. Well, they got a long drive home. They've helped me out tremendously, bringing all my crap home. This is the 350X frame we got from Richard Mastis. My tote of goodies and cooler and bag chair and all that. We don't want to hold them up. We've given them the full tour of our community, of our shop and all that. You know, he's driving a Chevy Silverado, so he's probably got to factor in time for breakdowns and tow trucks. So just kidding. Just kidding. They're all nice trucks these days. But kind of, except for Dodge. But we'll catch you later, Brad. Thank you so much for all your help. And you too, Matt. And there they go. Heading back. Thanks, Brad. Thanks, Matt. We'll do a walk around of these machines, but this might be a good time to talk about some of the footage from Glamis that we didn't share. So here's an interview I did with David Ham, and I think that'll be a good place to put that in. All right, David Ham, California resident, been coming here since he was 5. Brian, man, I love it, man. Love it. It's fantastic. But you've been coming here since '78. You don't even know. You were 5, ripping around on a 110, couldn't touch the foot pegs.
I don't know about ripping around, but we were having just as much fun then as I'm having now, and been having fun everywhere in between.
Yeah, there's nothing like it.
Yeah, you get pictures don't do it justice. I'm sure you watch YouTube videos, and wouldn't you agree? Nothing
Yeah,
does it. Like
absolutely.
being here and going, it's cooler.
The
than,
feel
yeah.
is the other part to it. So
This weather doesn't suck either.
yeah, no, not at all. It beats the snow. Oh my gosh, we've plowed so much snow.
Yeah, this is an average winter day out here, so
It's
we're
beautiful.
pretty blessed, man.
But beyond this, it starts to get hotter and hotter.
Yep. Yeah, you definitely wouldn't want to be standing here in July.
Yeah. So is there a time where you don't come?
Dune season is typically Halloween to Easter.
Okay.
That's what we call dune season out here.
Yep.
And
Yeah, it's just amazing though. He was breaking me in easy back there, and Matt's a newbie too. So,
Good.
but we were doing some side crawls and
this could be intimidating, and believe it or not, it could hurt people
Yeah.
if you're not careful. If you come out here and think you got it figured out right away, it's a recipe for disaster.
yeah,
And I've been coming here my whole life, and I still get surprised from time to time. So.
yeah. You can come over something and
Yeah, you got.
It's not what you
just the rule of
expect.
thumb is just assume it's a drop off until you see it.
Yep.
And if you live by that rule, you're probably going to be okay.
awesome.
Yeah, just prepare for the worst, and when you get up to the top and you can see, you're like, oh wow, cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Get back on the throttle.
Yeah. Well, thank you, sir. I appreciate the time.
Man, I wish I could hang out with you more.
Yeah.
I gotta head out and go back to work tomorrow, but
I have a
jealous.
feeling this is the first time, but it's not the last time.
good.
So
maybe we'll be able to throw some sand together in the future.
yeah,
That'd be awesome.
I was texting my son last night, and I said, I think this is something you'd like. And he goes, I think it would be too. So
Yeah, there you go. That's awesome. He
Awesome.
rides as well?
yeah, he's been riding my 350X. So yeah, he's
How old?
15.
Dude, I love
Yep.
it.
Definitely something he'd like.
Yep, absolutely.
He would come out here and take to it right away, and he would be in heaven just like you're probably feeling it right now.
Yep.
So
It's a dream for sure.
definitely cool. Yeah. No, it's a super long haul, but we always love when you guys come out and play with us. So that's cool. I mean, we can come out every weekend and play like this. And we don't, but we could. And we probably should do it more, but we enjoy seeing it from your guys' stands.
Absolutely.
It's super fun.
It's so amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Awesome.
Good time. Great to see you.
Yeah, thank you. I wasn't trying to go with like a 87 250R, but when I had it in high school, it had white Meyer fenders on it.
Well, I love that. I mean,
Yeah. Yep.
I think those are great fenders. I love that.
Such a cool look. I bought those in like 2018, and
I
they
like how
sat in
they're
the
a
box
little bit
waiting.
more rigid than the red, OEM. The texture of them is cool.
Yep.
It's a really good texture. I really like it.
Carbon fiber.
Yeah.
I had a set of those at one time. Sold them. I like them.
Yeah. Cool. The things that came on it are the same. The motor, the tank, the frame. I guess the swing arm's different, but
It's a great looking machine.
thank you.
So that's David Ham. Awesome dude. Just super genuine, super nice. Races, quads, races, a TPC. He's done a lot of cool race type events out there and wins. It's just, I think it's more unusual for him not to win than it is for him to win. But it was neat. He had to go back to work. We only got one day of riding with him, but it was a good day. And that interview was recorded on Meta glasses, the Ray-Ban Meta glasses that my buddy Michael loaned me. He's my barber back home. He sent me out with a couple extra GoPros and those glasses, and they were pretty cool. It's easy to be looking around though, so I apologize if that was a little too much. But we did a review of my R out in Glamis in the last video. If you haven't seen the last video, check it out. But I really didn't go through this 350X I bought too much. So I'll tell you the story of that right here, and let's go through it. So I wasn't trying to buy a three-wheeler out in California, but I do have a way of being a victim of circumstance sometimes when things present themselves. And how this happened is there's a Facebook group for the Imperial invasion, and I made a post looking for an 86 350X frame, because if you recall, I have a frame that I thought was an 86 that I had tucked up in my rafters, and when I pulled it down, it turned out to be an 85 frame. And I've got a couple 86 takeout motors that I was thinking I was going to build a machine. My son Bennett has been riding my 350X, and I want to allow him to enjoy that. And I had my first 350X when I was 15, so it's pretty cool that he's kind of following suit. But I don't want to be a 250R exclusive guy. And my other 350Xs are a little bit too nice to ride. So a little bit too nice to ride in sketchy conditions or in, you know, muddy, dirty conditions. So I wanted something I could ride and not feel bad about. So I made a post looking for an 86 frame, and Richard Mastis was nice enough to send me pictures of this frame. It is an 86. It's not bad. It's got some pretty bad cracking here, which is common. That is very, very common. And then it's got the crack down here, which on an 86 is more uncommon. 85, very prone to cracking right there. But he offered this up to me, and I said, "Yep, I'll take it." It was reasonable price. I've got a gusset kit from Swamp Outlaw, a spare one, so I was like, "That's perfect. I'll weld that up and it'll be great." But then another guy, Michael, who's now my friend, Michael and his brother Chris, who you will see a video from them very soon on their cool collection of retro custom 90s and other things. He had this for sale, and he sent me a picture and said, "I'll make you a hell of a deal on this if you want it." And first thing caught my eye was the red fenders. I said, "Is it an 86 frame?" And he said, "Yeah, 86 frame. Can tell it's an 86 motor by the clutch cable routing." And then you start looking around. 86 sprocket cover, 86 brake rotor, 86 rim. Obviously the rear rims are second gen 250R, 86 wing, 86 headlight control, 86 top triple because it's black. So it's checking all the boxes. Super trap. And I said, "What would you need on that, sir? And are you going to be at Glamis? Will I be meeting you there?" And he says, "Yep, we'll be there. Hopefully I can bring it." And it turns out he couldn't bring it because they brought all their other stuff. But he said, "I'll come back." He lived out near San Diego. But he made a special trip back the day after he left to bring this to me. And it was $2,200. The tank, you know, it's got a big old banger there. This is pushed down, but Brad yesterday was telling me with a slide hammer you can get that to pop up. Check this out. Nice and clean in there. The gas smells horrendous. It's a good thing there's not smell-o-vision here, but it's got really good bones. So the motor, unfortunately, is very, very low compression. Could possibly have a valve hanging up before I tuck it back in the barn. Maybe I'll have Bennett pull me on it and see if it frees things up. One thing I noticed yesterday, I bent over and I grabbed the seat and it made that noise. I thought, wait a minute, that sounds like seat cover over seat cover. And then I noticed there was a little hole right here, so I peeled it back and I can see blue. So I bet it's got an OEM seat cover underneath there. What it looks like, I don't know, but we'll find out. So that is the story on this. This will be a rider. I will probably freshen up the frame with some powder and try to not make it too nice that I don't feel bad about ripping it around. And that's the story. What's up, dude?
What's up?
You checking out my three-wheeler?
Sure.
Because you stole my other three-wheeler?
Yeah.
It's almost as pretty as yours, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So I was showing Bennett how there's a seat cover under the seat cover, and he really wants to rip it off. So have at it, son. Get it. Get it. That is the original 86 seat cover underneath, but she's pretty discolored. Interesting though. Here, let's give it another rip. Okay, we got the scissors out. And that's what we discovered, the original 86 seat, but it is stained on top. So probably all the butt sweat made its way through the black and has stained it. Don't you think that's true, Bennett? He thinks it's true. So the only blemish is this. But I don't know. That might be a good seat to just rock. If it's the thing is, it's a little hard. It probably will crack over time. But that's where the daylight was showing, and that was black. So we're gonna make this a father's rider. It'd be nice to find a hot cam to put in it, so Bennett doesn't have the only 350X with a hot cam. Because I probably got 100 pounds on Bennett. I need all the help I can get. Can't have him being faster than me. There was a snap-on shorty screwdriver in here, so this thing's already paying for itself. It's probably a $23 screwdriver right there. And a 2-cent rag. That's it. Anything else in there?
No.
Do you think you'll do the work on this? Will you soup this up for me?
No.
No. Okay. That's some Seaboys merch that you're wearing. Do you watch the Seaboys avidly?
I avidly watch the series.
Okay, who's your favorite Seaboy?
I can't pick.
You can't pick. Who's your least favorite Seaboy?
I can't pick.
Okay, you just it's probably safer to stay neutral. Anyway, I was saying earlier that I think I'll have you at another time. I know you're on a schedule today. Pull me on this 350X to see if she'll pop over. Because it seems like there's no compression. That could be a valve hanging up, and just pulling might free something up. Remember the 200X? Remember?
Yeah, I do. Remember.
Yep. So same deal. We'll see what happens. But for now, I'm gonna end it. So from this old trike headquarters in upstate New York, thanks for watching. If you didn't check out the Glamis video that I put out, the Imperial Invasion, check that out. That posted Friday. Stay tuned for more on this 350X. Don't hold your breath. It's going to be a little bit. We've got 470s in production. We've got another 350X we're working on for a guy. I got a dining room table to build, all the things. So it'll be coming at some point. Probably this coming week, I'll release some riding video from GoPro footage. And then next week, we're going to show Michael and Chris's custom 3-wheelers. We'll save that for next weekend. But that's it for now. Any parting words?
No.
Thanks for watching.